Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night. Welcome to Abstract Medicine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just fixing the sound here. As you can see, there is a slightly different setup. This is not the usual setup, but I do hope that it will be a good reading for all of you, a helpful one. It's been a long time. I'm just going to have a cup of my coffee. I'm currently in Italia. I'm back home after a long week of travels across Italy, and I'm going to be heading to Spain next week. So you'll be seeing a different setting there as well. It's a little bit chilly this morning, so you're probably going to hear me sniffle as usual. It is hay fever season, it is. Yeah, it's kind of chilly in the evenings and the mornings, and then it's nice and warm during the daytime. I have some exciting news coming through for all of you soon about a new project that I'll be taking part in, which I would love for you to all get involved in and listen in. It does involve listening, and it does involve talking, but that's all I'm going to share with you all for the moment right now, okay? Once again, thank you so much for your patience for these slow uploads. But I do hope that the messages have been helping you, and I really do hope that the sound has also been cleared up. So please do give me feedback about the sound as well. It really does help. In the meantime, I've been doing quite a few personal readings for myself. Hola. Yeah, I've been doing some personal readings for myself, and also for friends and family, as well as private sessions as well. So haven't been on here so much on the old YouTube. But I do have some new decks. I have a new deck which I'll be using today. I got this in an amazing shop in Florence, a Firenze. Let me just show you the decks I got before I start the reading. Yeah, I got, wait one sec. It's in a box right under here, wait one sec. I got this deck, Tarot of a Moon Garden. It's basically from a private collection, and they're all vintage. The box is actually broken, so I'm going to have to fix it. And this one is I'm going to fix that box there. Tarocchi Etruschi, so the Etruscan deck. So the Etruscans were a civilization before the Romans, so we could be using this today as well. Really lovely. And it's really close to home for me because I grew up, obviously in London, but also in Italy, just outside Rome, in a place called Formello, where there are Etruscan ruins there. And for me, it just reminds me of my childhood, like actually coming across artifacts from this civilization, and it's just incredible. So we could use this today as well, so I'm just going to put that to the side. And we also have, sorry about the video jingle, we also have this Nathan Never, which is so cool, Tarocchi del Futuro. It's just the major arcana, which is so cool, and I thought we could use that as well. It's going to be super fun. Again, I feel like this is from a collector. These decks, they were the only ones that were available. Luckily, this is from the Scarabeo publishing house, and it's just the major arcana, so I thought we could use that as well for those of you who like to watch the videos and look at the videos, look at the images as I'm channeling. For those of you who just like to listen to it as a podcast, that's totally fine too. And then I have this one as well, Un Tarot para Macondo. So this is, Macondo is a magic in Colombia, and magic ritual, and it's inspired by La Macondo, or Il Macondo. And yeah, they're just lovely. I've been using these on myself actually recently, so they're just very, very beautiful. And it's interesting because they're not like, here's a cup, here's a sword, here's a pentacle, here's a wand. Each one is like so different. Like Lágrimas is tears, but then the water deck can also turn into peces, which is the fish, or Pisces. So related to water. And so it's kind of interesting to read them. You know, flores would be wands. And then cuatro de flores would be wands, the other four of wands. But yeah, it's very interesting to read them. So again, they're completely connected with Macondo. And it's interesting because the imagery looks like something else that it could be in the tarot, and it's not. So we could be using that as well today. So let me just put that to the side. 1 second. And of course, we'll also be using the Tarot of Sexual Magic as well. So I have that here. Let's see if I can fix that. So, but I thought we'd start with the Tarot of a Moon Garden. So you'll see that in a second. And I'm really excited about reading for you. I've missed you all very much on the YouTube. But I have been thinking about you a lot, and I hope you're all doing well. We're also going to be using the Angel Affirmation deck as well. Okay, so are we ready? Are we ready? All right. So let me just put my coffee somewhere where you can't see it. Yeah, I'm actually wearing my. They call this in Italy plaid. Plaid. This material plaid, which is really funny. I'm wearing my plaid today, this morning, and then by the afternoon I'm in bikini, so it's a bit bizarre. Anyway, so let's just tune in. Let's see. I feel like some of you want to have a money reading and also love reading, so I'm just going to include it all as a general. This is not going to be a pick a card, but I will be doing a pick a card deck reading, pick a deck rather, soon. Okay. This is going to be a collective reading. All right. Enough of the ramble. Enough of the intro. We're here. We're on. Everything is good. Candles are lit. My starfish candles are lit too, and we are good to go. Yes, 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 yes. All right. So let's just get a general message. Okay. So, dear angels, ancestors, guides, patrons. I'm hearing patrons. Lovers, creatives, work bees. Please help me to deliver the messages for the collective on Abstract Medicine YouTube. Thank you so much. Please help me to deliver the messages clearly and succinctly. Thank you so much. Amen, amen, amen. So I'm hearing collectors for some of you. Okay. It's too many. They're telling me to take them. Not yet. I need to shuffle. Okay. So this deck is the Tarot of a Moon Garden, and as I said, like all of the decks that I had purchased from the shop in Florence, I think were from a collector who collected old tarots. That's the front and the back of the deck, which is sweet. And so I feel like these are really rare. I feel like this is a really rare deck, and I feel like the other ones that I showed you earlier at the intro are a really rare deck as well. So anyway, let's see general messages for the collective. Thank you. Okay, we have the Three of Cups and the Ten of Staff, which is the Ten of Wands. Okay. What else do we have here? We have the High Priestess. Okay, this is our first major arcana, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, all right, beautiful. Let me just place them so you can see them. There's a bit of a sun glare. The sun, it's morning now, so the sun's going to be shifting, but hopefully you'll be able to see that. And then we have the Five of Swords as well. Okay, I'll bring them up to the screen as well for those of you who are really interested in the imagery. They're very psychedelic 1970s style, which is cool. Yeah, when were they published? I keep digressing, but I think For those of you who are interested, they're made in the US, Ludlow Street in Connecticut. And they've got a little, like, tiny little description as well. Maybe we should do this, actually, 10 card spread. Okay, maybe we should do that. Okay, all right, so let's have a look at this 10 card spread. So present situation is the 10 of staffs. And then we have the immediate influence, which is the 3 of cups. The goal, or destiny, is the High Priestess. What else did we have? We had the Wheel of Fortune that came out afterwards, which is the distant past or foundation. Number 5, which is the recent past. Interesting. Yeah, that would make sense for some of you, for those of you who are able to read the cards, those of you can see it. Let's get some more. What is happening in the future influence there? Again, I will show these cards up so you can see them. Future influence is the Temperance. Okay, this card has been coming up a lot in my personal readings, actually, for myself. Okay. Again, the light will be changing. Okay, so it is morning time, and I don't know how long this reading is going to be. Okay, and then what else is happening for the querent? The querent, which is you. Okay, number 7, querent. So what is happening? Number 7 could be significant for some of you as well. So this is you yourselves at your situation right now, which is the Fool. Interesting. This has been coming up a lot in my personal reading. So, you know, as I always say, there's always a reason why I take a time out from YouTube, you know, publishing posts on YouTube, and I read for myself and I read for personal and also private sessions, and cards are coming up in those sessions that will then come up in the general collective readings here on YouTube as well. And this card has been coming up, so this is you, or myself as well. This is me as well, because I am you and you are me, right? And then we have the environment. So what's going on around you? What's happening in the environment around you? This is a timeless reading. I'll see if I can get some, you know, a timeline as well. I've also got a new tip and trick that I've I don't know if I want to share it, but I worked out some hints about timing using the tarot as well, with all decks. So we're sorry, with all cards. And then we have the environment around you is the Judgment card. Again, this card has also been coming up in my readings, my personal readings. Okay, let's do it in a way that we can actually see all of this. Okay, all right. And then we have inner emotions. So what's going on? I'm hearing inner turmoil. Some of you are a bit worried. We'll get into it in terms of love and finance. So just, you know, grab a cup of tea. It's going to be a long one, I think. 4 of Cups. Okay, yeah, 4 of Cups. So disappointments. This card has also been coming up for me too. And then we have final results. Okay, and then we'll really get into the meat of the matter here. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles is the final result. Okay. Right, let me just sort out this whole placement of the cards. Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to just sort this all out so you can see, hopefully. Okay. All right. I'm doing my best here, dudes and dudettes. I also genuinely do hope you are all doing well. It's there's a lot of energies at the moment that are negative on our influence, especially with what's going on globally. I hope you're all staying sane as well. Okay, let me do it in this way, like that, and then like that. I Don't really want to move the candle. I'll move it a little bit so you can all see it. Right. Okay, a little bit of home cleaning done. Home sorting, rather. Okay, right. So, this is my Capricorn coming out. I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to order and organisation. Right. Okay then, let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, of course we do. All right. Okay, so let me just read into all of this. So in the present position, we have the Three of Cups. You can probably hear my mum sneezing. She's also listening to a prayer. Salute! She's listening to a Spanish prayer. You can probably hear it in the background, I don't know. But since I've got these headphones in, you hopefully will not. Anyway, so the present position, we have the Three of Cups. Okay, beautiful card. I'm just showing it up to you up close so you can see. Very pretty. It's a lovely card, lovely card. So you can see there's these fairies that are sticking out from the chimney pots here. And as I said before, this is a tarot of a moon garden. So in every card, there is a moon. Okay, there's a moon in each card. So in a present position, I feel like you've kind of just abandoned your worries to being free and having some fun with friends. This could also be the Easter break as well that we've all had. It doesn't matter if you're Christian or not. I'm not talking about that. The bank holiday, the holiday that we've recently had in the last few days. Okay, and the time of this reading, I will be publishing this today, which is the 20th of April, 2022. So I feel like you've just, you want to just be a bit fun and silly with your friends, maybe popping out of chimneys, and I'm hearing scherzetto, so you're just like pulling pranks. I'm hearing you're pulling pranks on your friends. You're just having fun, you're not a care in the world. So this is the present position. I would say this is a good position to be in for those of you who are wanting to attract more positivity in your life. So even more friendships. It just being in a high vibration, and this deck is all about fairies and the moon specifically. So there is something full here. This moon is very full. So we have also recently experienced last week the full moon in Libra as well, which for a lot of you, I know that you have also been messaging me personally, you've been feeling it. I've been feeling it too, and then I think it moved into Sagittarius, or I think the sun is in Sagittarius. I can't remember. I'm not really checking the Astro at this time, not really. But I feel like, there's something full, there's something that's closed out in your recent past, and right now you're in the present position to just have fun with your friends. I feel like that's really important. The Three of Cups also talks about family as well. It talks about good times. It talks about socialization, social activities as well. Community, it talks about having fun, as I said. And obviously, as you know by now from my readings, or for those of you who are listening to other channels here on YouTube or are into the tarot, you know that the suit of cups is all about emotions, psychic power as well, but things to do with an emotional nature, to do with the heart, il cuore, il corazón. So that in the moment you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to leave my troubles behind, leave whatever has been heavy maybe, I'm eclipsing it possibly, closing out something full in the past, and I'm just going to have some fun. Divertimento, I'm hearing. Have some divertimento. Okay. And here with the immediate influence, we have the Ten of Wands, Ten of Stars, and we have imprigionato. So someone in pencil has written this down because maybe they were learning the tarot, so they wrote that down in pencil. And I'm just going to keep it because, again, I feel like this was a vintage collector's deck, and then maybe they were learning the tarot. And this is in Italian, but this deck is made in the States, so it's in English. So we have Ten of Staffs, you know. So again, as I said before, you know, in your present position, you're having fun. I love this energy for you. I feel this energy, and I feel like you're just like, I'm just gonna have some fun. I'm just gonna be quirky. I'm just gonna like pull some pranks on my mates, you know, just have some fun. That holiday, you know, that bank holiday, you know, Easter holiday period, you know, just have some fun, not carrying the world. We all needed a break, and actually whenever these holidays come about, it's like I feel it as a teacher as well. The last day I was teaching, I could just feel that everyone, like even the kids, were just so tired. They just didn't want to concentrate anymore. And you could feel like their bodies and their minds were just ready for a break, ready for a holiday. And I feel like you are also ready. You were ready for that break. And what you were leaving behind, what your recent past was, your immediate influence, was burdens. Ten of Staffs is burdens, yeah. So you're leaving behind concerns, you're leaving behind worries. You're also leaving behind something that you may have felt that you were stuck in. You know, imprigionato means imprisoned in Italian, so we're going to leave that there. I'm not going to rub it out with a rubber and eraser. So we have someone, you yourselves, Abstract Medicine Collective, you felt like you were stuck in something before, in your recent past, stuck in something, stuck in an ideology possibly, stuck in a situation. Ten of Staffs can also talk about, you know, business burdens as well. I'm just going to do the general first, then I'll get into love, and then I'll get into finances, okay? So, you know, you felt like you were stuck in something, and possibly you wanted freedom here, because we have a butterfly. Let me show you the card up close. So we have a butterfly here. Yeah, and we have this castle, and there could have been something in your look. We have this star. You have a feeling. Abstract Medicine Collective, and I've been feeling this too. And if I've been feeling it, you've been feeling it too, right? So, the ten of Staffs is endings, and the the Nine of Staffs is burdens. But the fact that I said burdens is for a reason. So I'm, you know, there are no mistakes in tarot. I feel like there's been a complete ending of burdens. You know, we spoke about an eclipsing as well in your present position. Complete ending of burdens. Maybe you've also been feeling the desire to, and also the dream, to think long term. You feel like you're guided towards a higher purpose here with the star here. I did talk about the moon being present in each card, but I actually can't see it in this one. If you can see it, then do let me know. But I see that there's you know, there's a need for freedom and transformation. Usually the Ten of Ten of Wands is it's a complete ending. You know, it's hard times have ended now. You know, tens talk about endings and beginnings. Anyway, I feel like in your recent influence, I feel like you just felt trapped in something. Again, this could be romance or financial, but generally speaking, you felt trapped in something and you wanted freedom. You're feeling magical. You're feeling different from whatever is around you. You're feeling like you are a star that could shine bright. You're feeling and seeing your own potential here. But maybe you're not quite being appreciated or recognised, and you're feeling in this moment of entrapment. You're feeling stuck, and you're wanting to. It's like there is a slight opening that Spirit is giving you to see beyond your false entrapment, even to see that you can create a castle in the sky, that you can go towards your dreams here, what you want, and you can find freedom, and you can escape this burden, these worries, these concerns as well. That's what I do see here. I also feel like you could be seeing lots of butterflies as well. Butterflies talks about transformation, also freedom. But I also feel like here with this castle, I feel like this is almost like a tower moment. I'm seeing this as a lightning bolt. So I feel like, you know, you could be you could have had a drastic or dramatic change recently, or some harrowing news recently. I know I have. Sad to say that a very, very close soul sister of mine, her partner had experienced a tragic accident and died instantaneously. This was in Mexico. And he was also a curandero, so he was also a healer, and this is absolutely shocking. It's on Friday. So, you know, you could have received news like that was just totally unexpected, harrowing, dramatic news. I've made my prayers, and I really do hope that he has found peace, which I'm sure he has. And she will continue his life legacy as well as a curandera too. They hold ceremony, and he was also Colombian, so she's Mexican, Guatemalan Mexican, but they held ceremony together, and I feel like, you know, she's going to continue his legacy, which is beautiful, you know, because we know as you know, these lessons in life are really hard sometimes, especially when you're experiencing a something like that, which is so shocking and unexpected, and you wonder, you know, why is it always the good guys? Well, there are things in life that just can't be explained, and things in life that can be. There are reasons for things happening, and there are no reasons for things happening, and there's also this feeling of injustice. But I feel like if you continue to be on the spiritual path, you'll understand, or at least find closure and feel that there's a connection with the other world, which can bring us a lot of solace, a lot of love and connection as well, if we're not feeling it in the physical world. And that's why being on a spiritual path, or even following a spiritual practice, however small, big or large, whatever it may be, or however banal it can be as well, I think is important to life in general, because, you know, we can really get stuck in this feeling of false imprisonment, you know, when our soul is yearning to be free here. Beautiful channeling here, beautiful message from Spirit. You know, and our soul is free. Our soul is free, and the physical body can only deliver so much. For those of you who understand, we all have a time limit. At least our physical bodies do, and you know, we have to appreciate that, however harrowing or hard an ending can be, we've made a contract already with Spirit that was the time for us to go. And so with those messages in mind, how can we really live our life to the fullest, you know? I know I've been worrying about my finances recently, and if I've been worrying about it, I know you have too. And so sometimes we just have to be in this energy here of just having fun and not having a care in the world, and just being giggly and silly, and just playing pranks on your mates, and just calling your friends, or just sending them stupid memes or something like that, you know, the Three of Cups. So quite a deep channeling there, quite a hard-hitting message, but necessary. Let's have a look at the goal. So what is your goal here, Abstract Medicine? What's your goal, collective? The goal, generally speaking, is spirituality. As I said before, the High Priestess is the mystic, the shaman, you know. She's also holding the scribe, which is the Torah, yeah? And the Torah, if you jumble the words back to front, actually reads the tarot as well, Torah. Okay. I think. No, that's from the Wheel of Fortune. My mistake. Okay, so basically she's got, so I haven't mentioned this before, but this card is incredibly occultist, incredibly symbolic. So this symbol here is related to Isis and Egypt. You know, this is the symbol of the cow, and we have the moon here as well. It's the energy of the feminine. And it's the energy of Isis being the left eye of Osiris's right eye. The right eye is the middle, the third eye. Excuse me, they heard me sneeze. Oh. So the Osiris is Isis's partner, also controversially her brother, okay? We can read the Bible as a metaphor. We can also read Egyptian mythology as metaphor as well. So the masculine energy and the feminine energy here. So basically, the High Priestess, as you know, is very strong Pisces. For some readers, it's Cancer, okay? But we have this balance of the masculine and the feminine here with the Boaz and Jacob, I think, Boaz and Jacob. So we have the masculine and the feminine, the dark and the light, you know, the shadow, what is unseen and what is seen. And we have her as a deeply feminine energy and all the spirituality here. She's coming across as a mermaid here, but basically she knows something that others don't know. She is aware of something that others can't see, because she has this feminine understanding. You know, she has a feminine understanding. She uses the feminine eye, the left eye, to receive information. Okay. Something recently I was watching yesterday on Gaia online, that Leonardo da Vinci had taken a trip to Cairo. And there was also a connection with him and the pyramids, and also a connection with Anne Boleyn as well. Anne Boleyn had lived in his house when he was much older, an elder, before he died. So this connection with Italy, Leonardo da Vinci and Henry VIII, which is quite interesting. And Anne Boleyn famously had her head chopped off once Henry VIII had found out that she was an adulteress. Ironically, he was also doing that too, and had her head chopped off. And she was the mother of Queen Elizabeth I, the first monarch, female royal queen in the history of England to reign as long as she had, until obviously Elizabeth II that we have now in the UK. I feel like this is all relevant because I feel like your aim here is to have, again, we have the star, a long-term reign, Some of you are feeling quite royal, you know. Maybe your long-term goal is also to have this connection with spirit. Your long-term goal, or even your destiny, your aim, your desire, your goal, is to appreciate your own sense of regality and your own lineage. I feel like a lot of you are tapping into your Akashic records. Some of you could also be going back in time using doing past life regressions with a professional, maybe even with a shaman, or even someone like myself that conducts that, where we go back in time to see what your last past life was, or tapping into one of your timelines. And I feel like a lot of you had incarnated and had lived in Egypt, and also may have met Leonardo da Vinci. For me, I have a very strong connection with Leonardo da Vinci, very, very strong. But anyway, I feel like your goal is to tap into your intuition, and to follow it, and also to not worry about it so much, you know, to actually heed and listen to your intuition. Because I feel like some of you have not been so much. I feel like some of you have not listened to your intuition, or you've doubted it. Whereas this card here, it says, listen to your intuition. We also have a dolphin here. You know, some of you are very connected with the sea as well. Interesting, I'm reading this by the seaside. So you have a connection with Lemuria, possibly also with Atlantis as well. So there's lots of these timelines I'm picking up on are timelines that you have lived in. And I feel like there's something related to those timelines, those lives, where your goal, and interesting, the position of this card, the placement of it is actually in the, because this is the symbol of the cross, the body, and this is actually in the position of the third eye, the head, the crown. So, and it's interesting that we have this moon here. So I feel like your goal is to tap into that timeline, that past life, and actually bring it into this timeline, this life. So for example, like myself, I will just share this with you briefly. I tapped into one of my timelines where I was an ancient master. I was an artist. I was an old man. And I then flashed into this, let's say this scene where I was with a younger female. I was a man in this timeline. I was a very old man with a long beard, and I had to study. And I was researching something, and I was in this like old palace. I feel like it was in Venice or like Siena or maybe, or something like that. I'm hearing Trento as well, interesting. But basically I flashed into this scene where I felt kind of guilty, but I felt bad that I couldn't give children. Like I wasn't able to provide the children that my wife wanted to have. Because I was so stuck on work and you know, my discoveries and my research. I was not Leonardo da Vinci, don't worry, but I was on the same sort of around the same period, like Rinascimento, the Renaissance period, and I felt really bad that I couldn't give her that. And so I did this with a past life regressionist, and the lesson in that was, how can I use the lessons from that lifetime in this lifetime? So I'm a workaholic, for those of you who know me, but also for those of you who follow my Insta as well. You'll see that I'm always working, always doing stuff. And don't worry, I will be prioritising you lot again. I will, I promise you. It's just, some things happen for a reason, some things don't, okay? So I understand that I'm not in a relationship at this time, and my lessons have, what I've learned from that timeline is to basically make sure that I'm provided for, that I fulfill my destiny in creating the projects that I need to create as well, but also to have a full life regarding a relationship, a full bountiful relationship with children, etc., and to not have any regrets before I die. Very simple message, but tapping into that timeline, and I can still see the visuals of it now as I'm talking about it, was really necessary, was really important for me, and still are. And me going to Florence recently and Milan as well, there was something that I was like cleaning karma from that timeline, you know, that life. So what is it in your goal that you're wanting to tap into as well? And again, this is a very spiritual card. The High Priestess can also talk about something that is hidden as well. Okay, this is a really long reading, oh my gosh. Because I'm making up for the time that I haven't seen you all and haven't read for you all. I haven't even gone into the romance yet or the finances. Anyway, let me try and skip through. So what's in the distant past here? What's in the distant past? So the distant past is the Wheel of Fortune. So some of you, you know, your distant past, so quite a while back, you, I'm seeing there's a lot of movement as well. Your distant past had involved a lot of changes, a lot of movement, a lot of good luck as well. And I feel like right now you're like, where is my good luck now? You know, why am I not able to have the hand from God, hand from Spirit to give me that good luck again? And again, things happen for a reason, and things can be explained and understood for a reason and very clearly, and things just are a metaphor or can't be understood and it's just not clear. So I feel like here we had great fortune in the distant past. Everything was going in flow. Everything was going in the right direction. It was part of our destiny, you know. And I feel here with the Wheel of Fortune, you did make a lot of financial success, possibly, maybe some lucky jackpot wins, possibly, for those of you who also played the lottery. I also just saw in the sky, I'm seeing an X in the sky. I wonder if I can just turn the camera. Probably can't see it. I don't think you can see it, but there's literally an X in the sky. Yeah, anyway, I just feel like you had marked the spot. You had marked the spot at that in the recent past. So you had a target, and it was the right moment to receive. I feel like, how do I describe this? What I'm seeing is everything happened perfectly in your recent past or your distant past, where you were in the right place, the right situation, everything fell into place, you were provided for financially, everything was good and dandy, and you just kept making luck, you just kept making money, and everything was in flow. It was you were hitting the X, marking the spot. You were right in that crux of the X at that specific timeline, right time, right space, right place situation, and everything was going in flow. We're not seeing that right now in the present. But what we can see in the in your recent past, the recent past events, is the Five of Swords. So your recent past involves possibly deception. So your recent past could involve someone in your sphere of influence who may have been lying to you, may have been cheating you, may have been deceptive, okay, may have been maybe had, here with the Wheel of Fortune, may have been playing you, but I feel like the goal is to listen to your intuition, when these things happen, because I feel like you had an inkling about this person or this situation. I feel like it's a person, or even 3 or 2 or 3 or even 5, where this had happened, where you had felt like something was wrong with something. You had a niggling feeling that something was wrong with something or someone, and you didn't trust your intuition on that. And Spirit is saying through me that do trust your intuition, because you were right, you were spot on, you were on target. You're on target, and also maybe there was something here related to finances as well, where someone wanted to have your fortune. Why is it that they can have that and not me, is the energy. So there could have been people around you. I will get into it further. It's already been like 42-minute reading, but I will get into it further. So I feel like there's an energy of jealousy as well, a little bit. And then here with the Temperance card, number 6, the future influence is balance. The future influence is the Temperance card. Can you see that? Yeah. Lovely. And it's quite sweet actually, because the colours in this deck also look like the mural that I have on the wall there. So basically your future influence, your future target, your future influence is flow. Your future influence is balance. Your future influence is also tempering your energy, tempering your fire. For me, this is the indication of Sagittarius. So I've got my moon in Sagittarius. I know that a lot of you do as well. You have Sagittarius placements as well, where sometimes we can react and suddenly just like get away or flee from a situation, a person, a place. And this card is saying, hold your horses, take a moment to breathe, even drink a lot more water. There is going to be hope and fortune and abundance in the near future, but right now, stay in the present moment and just balance your energies, okay? Let Spirit sort whatever has happened recently. Ask for Spirit to help you on this, and I actually feel like this is the future is saying to just surrender into this flow. And I feel like right now, what we're doing right now, in just having fun and just not having a care in the world right now, is the right attitude. Because I feel like there is a real need to just surrender and be patient. And again, you know, it's also about you recalibrating, and settling your energies from what's happened in the past, what's happening in the present, in order to create the future that you want. Sometimes we have to shed as well, shed people as well, shed people that have been deceptive, shed people, situations, even places that no longer work for us or in our highest interest, that make us feel trapped here with the Ten of Staffs here. Okay. And so what is it here with number 7, card number 7? What is it that you are, your position, your attitude regarding the circumstances, your attitude right now is all about new starts. It's that energy of taking a leap of faith. It's that energy of Sagittarius as well. Taking a flight, booking a flight, travel. Your attitude right now is to F it. Screw this, I'm off, you know. But what Spirit is saying right now is, in your future, is to just hold on. Hold your horses, take a moment to breathe, to meditate, to calm your nerves, yeah. To take some time in the sun as well, to clear your crown chakra, to clear your third eye here. Can you see that? The illumination here in the sun. You know, I also feel like a lot of you are being upgraded with some gifts from Spirit as well, giving you some gifts here, spiritual gifts. So your attitude right now is, screw it, I'm just going to go, I want to just leave, I want to bounce, I want to pounce, I want to bounce, I want to just go on a trip, fly, travel, you name it. Very strong Aries here with a Fool card. We are still in Aries season, and this card has been coming up a lot in my readings, but also for others as well. So I feel like a lot of us right now are feeling this desire to just completely change our lives. This is the beginning of a whole new world, a whole new chapter. It's the very beginning of the tarot. It's the O, which is the first number in Ayurveda, in Vedic mathematics. It's the first number, it's the infinite, it's all possibilities and all infinite possibilities. It also talks about new lessons that we can, and also mistakes that we can experience too. So I feel like a lot of us right now are wanting to start something completely new and different. Very new, taking a leap of faith as well, which is fine. And what's around us? What's in the environment? What are the environmental factors right now? What's around us right now, the environmental factors, is an awakening. We have judgment. So I feel like a lot of us right now are shedding our past, are shedding people, are shedding situations, and it can feel like we are a little bit trapped, okay? For those of us who haven't put that in the past just yet. For some of us are feeling like whatever, it feels like almost it's unjust. That's what I feel. It's like it's not fair, everything was going fine, everything was in flow, and now I feel trapped. I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't leave, I can't travel, I can't move. And Spirit is saying there's a reason for all of this. You'll understand in time why these things are happening. And sometimes these are lessons, blessings in disguise. So the environmental factors are, right now you're going through an awakening. Some of you are going through a spiritual awakening, and some of it can be quite scary. Awakenings can come about very, very often. For a lot of you who have had a spiritual awakening, you will understand and know that it's not the first and only time that you will be enlightened and awakened. It happens very, very often. And it's because we are reintegrating our energies. We're shedding our past. We're clearing out our energies, which is also making space for new energies, new possibilities, new experiences, new lessons, new people to come through. But right now, in the environment, it's a little bit tough, I would say. It's a little bit tough. Some of you are getting a wake-up call as well for something, which I will look into. Some of you are also getting maybe a second chance with something, someone. There could also be a second chance with a situation, even a relationship as well, with the Judgment card as well. But I feel like some of you are feeling like you're also almost dying. For me, this is giving me the energy of a dark night of the soul with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Staffs in this deck and the Judgment card. All right. inner emotions. Let's have a look at these inner emotions here for you. Abstract medicine. Yeah, your inner emotions. We have emotions here with the cups. Your inner emotions is, I am dissatisfied. I'm feeling a little bit bored right now. I'm feeling bored. I'm a little bit annoyed. I'm perturbed. I'm peeved off. Okay. But what you're not recognizing is you're not being grateful for what it is that you have achieved in your past. We have the Three of Cups behind you, and we have the Three of Cups in your present position right here at the beginning of the reading. So right now, how are you being grateful for the situation and where you are right now at this place in this time, with whom you are, with who you're with, the people that surround you? Are you grateful for the people, the friends, the family, the children, the pets that you have around you right now? Are you grateful for the, emotional experiences that you've experienced which have given you joy and continue to give you joy right now in this present moment? Are you in this attitude of gratitude right now? I know that I've been a bit annoyed. I've been a bit perturbed, and I've been reminded to just have a moment to just meditate. Yoga has also been helping me as well, just to stay in the present moment and just calm my nerves again, just feel present and just feel grateful for my body, my health, for even my life, especially after this harrowing news about my friend's partner as well. So how are you doing that, maybe in a similar fashion or differently? Taking a moment to breathe and also being grateful, because what I see here is someone who's a bit bored, someone who's feeling like they're not really appreciating the present moment, okay? And it's no shade, there's no criticism here, it's just what I'm reading. So the final results is the Eight of Pentacles. So here with the Eight of Pentacles, I do see that there is work to be done. There's also a need to perfect your craft. We do have a palette here with a paintbrush. So a lot of you are artists, painters, creatives, singers, musicians. You deal in the creative arts somehow, somewhere, in some method. It's very creative, What involves creativity, involves making. And this card is saying that there is a need to keep perfecting your skill sets in order to turn this 8 into a 10 of Pentacles, which is financial abundance. So there's a need to continue doing and continue working on something, okay? Continue working on something so that you have your financial desires met. It feels like right now it's not quite the right time to execute this new chapter in your life, this new move, this new relationship even, because you need to perfect something. This could also be working on yourselves here. And I would say at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So for me, this card is saying a lot of you are single at this time. A lot of you are single. A lot of you are feeling like you've had your financial abundance. You've had your needs met. You've been able to provide for yourself alone. You have been feeling very superb, or at least if you're not feeling like that, people see you like this superbia. Usually in the La Vera Sibilla we have this card which says la superbia, and it's un pavone, which is I forgot the word in English. Un pavone, one of these. And someone who's feeling very beautiful, very in charge, very financially stable, very attractive as well, very desirable. So you're coming across, collective, like this, and even in your recent past you felt very self-sufficient as well, possibly. I do see a lot of you have love on your mind, and you're wanting a relationship here. Very beautiful card here with the Two of Cups. Isn't that pretty? So we have birds of a feather flock together kind of energy here, with two butterflies that meet and match and are sharing cups with each other, sharing emotional experiences. And I feel like some of you are wanting to come out of being single and wanting to have a relationship, or at least having a partnership here. And again, we have the World, which has been coming up in my personal readings too, which does talk about travel, movement, Again, you know, from the Fool cards to the World, that's a complete cycle, a new beginning. But first of all, we're really needing to focus on something here. We're going to have a look into that. I'm going to just put this away. Okay, and we're going to have a look at the other cards. We're also going to get some clarification in terms of romance as well and finances. I think I need to pause the video to see about the lighting here, because this light is changing. Maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe I'll leave it. Okay, all right. Okay, right. So, finances. I feel like I want to use finances. Okay. I'm sad about the light, but it's quite nice to have the light shining on these cards as well. Also, are you allowing your light to shine too? Because I feel like a lot of you are maybe playing small, or at least feeling like you can't. Where did this card come out from? What? You have the King of Staves. That's so interesting. King of Staves. Okay, so you have the King of Wands here. Beautiful. All right, let me just sort out the lighting a little bit. 1 second. Yeah, I don't think it's made much difference, so I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at love, shall we? Why not? So we're going to be using the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I'm hearing all of you go, yay! Okay, so general love and romance. So let's have a look at this Three of Cups situation, present situation. So we have Nine of Cups. Yes, so I feel like right now, it's in terms of love, for some of you who are in a relationship or in a situation, wait, let me just put the light on, 1 second. Okay, I genuinely don't think that it's made any difference, but I do my best, people. I do my best. Okay, so for some of you who are in a relationship or a situationship, right now, it's just a question of having fun. For those of you who are dating or who are wanting to date, it's just a question of having fun right now with the Nine of Cups. Just have fun, enjoy the moment. You know, Nine of Cups talks about harmony, it talks about, you know, having fun. So for some of you, maybe for those of you who have been scared about, you know, putting yourself out there, maybe it's a question of networking and maybe even meeting people through your friends as well, and just have fun. Don't overthink it, don't worry about it, just have fun, okay? We also have the Seven of Cups. So some of you, or a lot of you who are not in a relationship or situationship, a lot of you who do have options here. You have options. Beautiful cards, I love these cards. So you have a lot of options. A lot of you could be in a situation where you could be friends first and then it evolves into something else. Pay attention to number 7, number 9 as well. These could be dates as well. The Seven of Cups, you know, the Nine of Cups, for me is saying have fun, enjoy, experience, you know, just have a load of fun. Just keep it light-hearted, keep it friendly. This doesn't look like a serious situation or a serious commitment, but for those of you who are in a relationship or a serious commitment, let's say a marriage even, or a partnership, it's about bringing more fun into your relationship, and also, you know, appreciating each other as friends as well, appreciating and having respect like you would treat a friend as well. Being communicative and also again bringing more fun in and play into the relationship and situation. Okay, And then we also have the Two of Wands here. This is amazing. So the Two of Wands does talk about the twin flame partnership, where you are, you have a lot of chemistry, but you also match each other beautifully. So for some of you, what I'm picking up on is right now, you're in the right energy to attract what it is that you're wanting, especially a high vibrational match, where you match each other, you know, chemically in the bedroom, but also you sort of speak the same mind. The Two of Wands also talks about, for those of you who are in a relationship already, you are with your right person, okay? Or you may have met someone who is giving off this energy that he or she feels familiar, or he or she feels like you are part of the same soul family, and you may have met each other through friends or in a social setting, okay? The Two of Wands also talks about, you know, that social setting can be drinking, you know, at a pub, a bar, there's food involved, you know, there's a bit of flirtation as well. But it's also taking it slow here with a turtle as well. It takes, you know, things take time, and look, we have two flames here as well with the Seven of Cups card, beautiful. So I would say that it's about taking it slow and just letting life evolve and letting the situation evolve naturally. What was I saying? The Two of Wands talks about a choice, you know, as well. So some of you might be making a choice between one person that you met and another. Some of you might be making a choice between a relationship or even a friendship that is turning into something more, where you're feeling there's actually more of a sexual chemistry involved as well. And some of you, there could be a friendship as well that you might be leaving behind as well, and moving on to something else, okay? That's what I do see here. Beautiful. Let's have a look at the immediate influence. Because the immediate influence that we had here was the Ten of Staffs, wasn't it? Let me try and pick it up. Oh. Once I move into my new place, I will be able to, I'm going to set up this beautiful tarot table. It's going to be so nice. It's going to be big as well, and there's going to be like, I'm just so excited, I can't wait for it. Anyway, 10 of Staffs, wasn't it? So let's have a look. We have the immediate influence. So what's going on in terms of romance and for the Abstract Medicine Collective? So the immediate influence is the three of Cups. Interesting. So we have the Three of Cups in the current situation, and in the immediate influence we have the Three of Cups again. So what's immediately happening is you're allowing yourself to be free. Okay, you're allowing yourself to maybe push boundaries, but like, it's giving me the energy of experimentation. So some of you are experimenting outside of a usual norm in the bedroom. And I feel like your immediate influence is, again, having more fun. Again. However, for some of you who are in a relationship, and you may be picking up on something where there could be a third-party situation, i.e. an affair, this will not resonate with all of you. There is confirmation of that, and it does involve a friend or someone that you know. So this could be your partner stepping out, or this could be you yourself stepping out. And I have to say, with the High Priestess that I'm having a look at, this is also someone who is hidden from view. So that's just something I have to say. So the immediate influence is, for some of you, you are continuing to entertain this third party, or your partner is continuing to entertain that third party because they feel trapped in a relationship or a situation with you. For those of you with whom that does not resonate, ignore it and pay attention to the fact that for some of you who are single, you're having fun, you're going on the dating apps, or you're just dating, whatever. It's about allowing yourself to also not overwork, just have fun, because not all of life is all about work and commitments. It's about also having fun as well. Three of Cups, as I said before, is about friendships. It's also about enjoyment, social life as well. Obviously, it's a very sexy card, but it's beautiful, so you can use your imagination on that. So we do have that your immediate influence does involve social activities, involves you coming out of a feeling of burdens and entrapments and closures and endings towards freedom of expression as well, physically as well, I would say. Okay, lovely. Let's have a look at the goal. So the goal, we have High Priestess as for the goal here, don't we? So the goal is to pay attention to your spirituality. The goal is to pay attention to your instincts and to follow and trust your instincts. The goal for some of you is also about tapping into your spirituality a bit more as well, and maybe integrating a past life situation into your present life situation. This could also involve a talent, a skill as well. A lot of you were priestesses, were high priestesses. You may have a connection with Greece, particularly Delphi. Some of you may have been oracles or oracle readers as well, tarot readers, healers, shamans, you name it. And this past life, or this recent past life even, is urging you to tap into that more, because this is going to help you in your present to near possible potential future as well. Okay, so let's have a look at your goal or destiny in terms of romance first. Let's have a look. Goal or destiny in terms of romance, please. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, 1 second, that fell. So the goal and destiny is a 10 of Wands, which is interesting because it came up in your immediate future. So I feel that in terms of romance, I feel like some of you just want to commit to a spiritual relationship. That's what I feel. I feel like some of you want it all, and I don't think there's anything bad in that. I feel like your goal, your desire, your destiny is to have a connection that does maybe involve Tantra as well. That's why I'm seeing here with the 10 of Wands. It also, 10 of Wands also talks about, as we have seen here, 10 of Staffs, is closures as well, or imprisonments. But in a relationship, I feel like it's also about being with that person at home and just enjoying each other, okay, and not going out. Maybe not even eating, but drinking, but you know what I'm saying. So I would say it does involve a spiritual sexual practice. That's what I feel here. And I feel like you're wanting something where the goal is to have a relationship or a partnership that matches you spiritually. Because I feel like a lot of you, that hasn't happened. You may have matched someone mentally, emotionally, psychologically, maybe physically there was an attraction there, but it didn't match and integrate spiritually. And I feel like that is what your goal and your destiny does involve, somebody with whom you will be matched with and integrated in its full flavour, I'm hearing. I also do feel like this person and your goal, you're wanting to be with someone from a recent or past life as well, where it just flows beautifully. This is beyond the Two of Cups. This is beyond the Lovers card. This is about, a really true high vibrational, divine partnership. Okay. And I do feel like it's the energy of the deities, the devas. That's what I feel, the devas. I feel like you're wanting to ride the chariot in the astral realm as well in the physical realm. For me, it talks about divine courtship and a divine partnership. And also it talks about Tantra to me. That's the goal and the destiny for a lot of you. And I feel like that's what's happening right now. Spiritually speaking, unawares, unconsciously, subconsciously even, you're integrating those elements within yourself so that you're able to teach that to your partner. Because Tantra is not something that you learn from another person through a workshop. It's integrating and knowing that within And it's usually the feminine energy that is the teacher of that as well. And it's also about holding your seed, withholding your seed for those of you who are men. And then reintegrating that through the Kundalini, up the crown chakra and out into the universe as well. So again, this is the energy of being trapped indoors, going at it like rabbits, sure, but it's also more than that. It's the reintegration. It's basically the caduceus energy of the two serpents around the wand of initiation and ignition and inspiration as well, and the higher realms. So this is really beautiful. I love this. So that's for some of you. For a lot of you, that does involve that. The goal is that. For a lot of you, I feel like that is the goal, to have something that is really truly divine and beautiful and stunning. Why not, romantically speaking? In the distant past, we had the Wheel of Fortune, didn't we? So in the distant past, so far away, maybe even 3-4 months ago or whatever, we had a lot of fortune. We had things changing for you. We had good luck, I would say. Lots of movement as well. So in the distant past, we have the Two of Swords. In the distant past, romantically speaking, in the distant past, maybe something wasn't working out. Maybe there was some good luck in terms of finances, but maybe in the distant past, maybe there wasn't any good luck in terms of love and romance. Yeah, I'm also saying 111 on the timer here. And there was a decision, a choice that needs to be made, where you have to choose one path, one partnership even, one situation, one path over another, and it's about tapping into your intuition as well. Closing your eyes and really getting clear on your own with what it is that you're wanting. Okay, so I feel like something had drastically changed for you. Something had changed. Something big had happened in your distant past, where maybe some of you had chosen one relationship, one person, one partner over another. It's kind of like a choice, an integral choice that needed to be made. Because if you went through one path with someone, it was going to take you one direction, and if you made another with another, it was going to take you in another, obviously. So some of you had made a big choice. There was luck on your side, but unfortunately some of you had made, let's say, the wrong choice, in quotes. So you made a choice with someone who wasn't putting the effort in, with the eight of ocho de oros, okay? Some of you had made a choice with someone who wasn't giving you everything that you wanted, you know. And Ocho de Oros does talk about money as well. Wasn't putting the effort in, wasn't investing in you, even financially. But what you wanted was, of course, some more play, something stable as well. The King of Pentacles is someone stable, someone who's reliable, but also someone who at times can also be emotionally unavailable as well. So the King of Pentacles is someone who's mature, so maybe this is what you have been wanting in your recent past, or someone with whom you are with. Someone who's very reliable, even could be an amazing father to children as well, if that's what you're wanting. LGBTQ+, of course, in my readings, as always. But I also feel like there was a need for more play. Maybe what I'm feeling is it was a bit quotidian, something was a bit stagnant, and you wanted a big change. And some of you made that change internally and maybe didn't speak to your partner about what it is that you wanted. Some of you in your recent past had thought that, well, it's not going to change, I'm going to be stuck in this relationship or situation forever, so I might have to step out of the relationship by having an affair. That will not resonate with all of you. For those of you with whom that does not resonate, that's totally fine. For those of you who are single, you've been wanting luck on your side, and you've been wanting something radically different. Okay, you've been wanting to have it all, okay? And some of you had left a relationship, became single, or a situationship, worked on yourselves instead, and just focused on what it is that you wanted. And what we have here is a Temperance card. So what it is that you've been working on in your past is you've been working on freeing yourself You've been working on loving yourself. You're working on your patience. You've been working on your own personal compassion. You've been working, I would say, on being single and integrating those energies, those tantric sexual energies, I would say, on your own. You've been practicing on your own. Okay, use your imagination on that. And I feel like that's also been a very good plan, a good idea, I would say. Again, some of you have a lot of Sagittarius in your charts, so have a look on that as well. Rather than reacting to a situation that would cause you anger, you've been calming your nerves, calming your water as well. And I feel like the big change for a lot of you in your recent past is about tempering your emotions for a lot of you, romantically speaking, emotionally speaking. You've been tempering yourselves, you've been working on yourselves, you've been balancing yourselves, and you've been wanting to have a relationship that was stable but also had spark and fire as well, is what I would say. And also emotional satisfaction too, I would say. Okay, so let's have a look now. What's happening in the recent past events? The recent past events, which was the Five of Swords. So the recent past events, I did read this card, flipped and then went back in, was the Five of Swords, which talks about deceptions and lies. So again, I feel like some of you have experienced in your far past a situation that was not satisfactory, felt like it was going to go stagnant, felt like it wasn't going to go anywhere, there wasn't any spark in the relationship, there wasn't any fire, and some of you had felt like you had to step out of a relationship, or your partner stepped out of the relationship within the marriage, okay? And you felt this deception. Some of you, this could have been you. I'm just reading the energy, so this could be you or someone else, okay? And some of you had felt, because you felt this niggling, feeling like something was amiss, and you were right. You were on the mark here, because there was a lie or deception. For some of you, this may not be part of your situation. Let's have a look. Five of Swords, recent events. The Five of Swords also talks about a player energy as well sometimes, not always. It's not always a negative card. Remember, the tarot is not always negative or positive, it's just neutral. So how I read the energies and also the placements of the cards next to each other. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay, so maybe, again, there was something that was too slow. You could have been in a situation or situationship that wasn't really going anywhere. So you wanted radical change, you wanted a radical event that you wanted to change your life, you know, to have spark and emotional fulfillment and also a bit of play involved as well. And for some of you, it was just a bit too slow, okay. Maybe this person or suitor was too slow in their approach. Maybe you also felt like, however reliable they may have come across, you felt that there was also some sort of lie or deception. They were hiding something from you. And I feel like you were right on that. Let's have a look. The Five of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles is maybe someone who just didn't want to commit, and they chose to pretend even that they were someone who was reliable but wasn't. So they hid the fact that they were also playing you with someone else, okay? We have the Tower card, and there it is. The Tower card is that sudden also news or realization that you were being played. I am reading that here, and here we have the Six of Cups, which is choices. So I feel like even though you may have been dreaming about someone who you felt that you could have a family with, this is it, this is the person that I'm going to marry, this is the person that I want to have a committed relationship with, this is someone who is tempered, they were actually someone who was completely unreliable. They're pretending to be that. Their true self is that. You saw their potential, is what I'm saying. You saw their potential for a long-term commitment, a long-term relationship. You saw all of that with this past person. But there was a sudden canonizing situation, even news, that you found out that they were actually a player. This is giving me the Knight of Wands energy combined. And you found out that maybe you even found them in bed with someone else, possibly. But you found out that they were playing you with someone else. They were involved sexually with someone else, okay? And the Six of Cups is also, for me, the internet, you finding this out online, you're finding out online maybe, or you're finding out the fact that this person that you were dreaming about, maybe you had rose-tinted glasses about, possibly, I have to say, in your past, your recent past as well, was someone who actually was screwing around, okay, and actually was not treating you with respect, okay? And so there's a need, again, to make sure that you follow your intuitions here, regardless. For those of you who are single and this does not resonate with you, or who are in a relationship as well, maybe this is an experience that you had experienced a long time ago, okay, and this is just confirmation to follow your intuitions as well. The Four of Swords, there's been a time of recovery in your recent past. There's been a time of healing from heartbreak, okay? So a lot of you have been healing your hearts. You've been taking time to reflect on these situations, whether it was in the recent past or otherwise, or a long, long time ago, in order to heal and reflect and think about the things that you really do want in a romance, in a romantic situation, a love situation, okay? All right, let's have a look now at the your future influence. So your future influence was a hint here with continuing to temper your energy, to not fly off the handle and get mad. Sometimes it's important to get angry, I feel. But your future influence is about continuing to temper your energy, your emotions. And go towards what it is that you want, your desires. The Chariot here. Very strong Cancer energy here for some of you too. The Chariot is il carro. So some of you, we have two major arcana here. The influence here, your future influence. In a broad sense is a sphere of influence. So there could be someone around you who is coming across as... These are two opposing energies. One is slow, one is fast. One who has been slow, maybe wanting to commit with courage quickly and advance towards you, okay? So that could be an energy that I'm picking up on for some of you. For some of you, go slow. Don't fully commit with someone just yet if you're shopping around, let's say, okay? As you're dating. Go slow. Okay, yeah, and we have the Devil. So there's temptation, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of desire here, okay? Just make sure that you don't suddenly trap yourselves in a situation where you suddenly wanting to go really quickly in a relationship with somebody, and then you end up being trapped in that situation. But either way, I feel like it's all good. I feel like you just have to keep trusting your intuition. And making sure that you are going slow, you're enjoying each other, in the bedroom. And your immediate influence, I would say, does involve a Cancer, a Sagittarius, and a Capricorn as well. Should we get one more for that? Yeah, and we have the Ten of Cups. So if you go slow with someone in a relationship, so you don't fully commit, you just involve yourselves in the bedroom, you have fun, you enjoy, I feel like you will have it all. I just feel like, though, with this card, it looks like this person is moving away. Where are they going away to? I feel like there could be someone who may be coming back, someone who you may have felt a very strong spark with, someone who's very sweet and tender as well, Cancerian energy, someone who has or had a lot of emotional love for you. Basically, this is someone who is in love with someone but doesn't say it, so they temper their energy and they don't say anything. They felt this connection with you, or they will be feeling this connection with you, but will still be tempted to keep playing the field for a little bit longer, because this is the kind of energy of someone who gets scared of commitment. But there is that potential here of a commitment or something solid. So people around you. And then we have the Five of Swords. So we have the Five of Swords here. So, you know, they could be hiding something from you. Okay? They will be hiding from something from you. Or maybe you are being hidden from other people with them. So you're both saying that you're single, but maybe you are going to be hiding the connection, you know, from others as well. And maybe that's a need, there's a desire or maybe a need for that, to protect the connection from other temptations or other distractions. But for some of you, I would say this could be happening for you where there could be someone who could be scared of committing as well. But I do feel like there's going to be a massive change. The wheel does talk about your fortune, your change. There is going to be change in your future, in your sphere of influence, and I would say there's going to be good luck in your favour coming forward. Let's have a look now at the you as the person who's, you know, I'm reading the cards for. So we have the Fool card here. So let's clarify the Fool card in terms of love and romance, please. Thank you. So for the Fool card, we have, clarifying that we have the Three of Swords, yeah. So don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. And be played, you know, and put yourself in a situation where you yourselves are not being valued. You have to talk about these things to people as well. Tell them, do you want to be exclusive? You know, you've got to be communicative with the person that you're sleeping with as well, or that you're dating. You know, maybe they're just not on the right chapter, on the right page with you just yet, and maybe it's a question of talking to them first. So they or you don't put each other or yourselves in a situation where you feel like you're going to be heartbroken, or you feel like there's going to be other people involved, and you feel like there's been a betrayal. So communicate that first and foremost, okay? The Three of Swords does talk about healing a breakup as well. So right now, maybe some of you are healing that breakup that I'm talking about. For those of you who are in a relationship, and it's all good and harmonious, this is not maybe your reading. But I do see here that a lot of you are finding out that you are, you know, with someone else, that someone that you're with or someone that you're sleeping with is also sleeping with other people, and maybe you don't want to know about that, okay? Maybe it's about a question of being blissfully unaware, I don't know, it's up to you. But I feel like right now, your present position or your attitude, there is a warning here from Spirit, is to not jump into anything new right now in terms of relationship, because you could feel like this person is treating you badly or whatever. It's because you haven't laid the cards out and you haven't declared and said and spoken about what it is that you want in a relationship. Maybe this person just doesn't want a relationship. Okay. So let's now have a look at this environmental factor in terms of the Judgment card here. The Hanged Man, yeah. So right now, what's around you in your environment is someone is maybe wanting to reawaken a situation with you, romantically speaking, may want to call you back. We have two major arcanas here. So we have the Hanged Man, someone may be holding themselves back from calling you, okay? Someone maybe, you know, seeing you in a different light. This is also something that could be happening in the future, whether they then start to see that they actually do want to commit to you. But right now they're wanting to play the field, they're wanting to see other options, and that's totally fine. Everyone has their own free will. My blind is like opening and closing because of the wind. So I feel like very strong Pisces energy here as well. I feel like it's a question of around you, people around you or someone around you is seeing you in a different way, and maybe they're having a wake-up call that maybe you are it. Maybe you are the Wheel of Fortune for them. You are someone that they've been desiring and wanting all along. Okay, again, this is a general collective reading. But we have the Ace of Wands, and this is the illumination, the sudden realization that they will get. okay? Or you will get, that you're both meant for each other, two flames, twin flames, So I feel like that's maybe what's happening for you right now around you. Someone is seeing you like this. Someone's having a different perspective. There may be also a need to sacrifice, again, someone over someone else here. And I would say I'm going to give you the go-ahead to go towards the person with whom you feel this kindred spirit with. That's what I will say. Okay. Let's have a look now at your inner emotions. So your inner emotions was dissatisfaction here with the Four of Cups, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Four of Pentacles again. So we have Four of Pentacles. So, yeah, again, it's kind of giving the same energy, really. Dissatisfaction, boredom. Maybe your inner emotions are about needing to express that you're wanting to have something a little bit different in the bedroom as well, because there's a bit of stagnation, possibly. Okay. I also see with the Four of Pentacles, this is someone who wants to hold on to you as well, who also enjoys looking at you as well, wants to hold on to you. Again, like maybe wanting to commit, wanting to have a relationship, wanting to call him your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. And we have the Magician here. So I feel like this person has everything that they need with you, everything that they need, they were wanting, everything they need to manifest what it is that they're wanting. But maybe they're holding back right now, but maybe they will in the future speak about this and actually activate what it is that they're wanting. So if there is someone here who's holding back from saying how they truly feel or wanting a relationship, I feel like something will change for them and they will open up. I feel like right now they're sort of needing to take a moment to just reflect on things and really see, look, do I have financial stability? Can I look after myself? Maybe there's a kind of energy of intimidation as well. Maybe they need to work on that too. The Magician is talking to me about very strong Gemini energy too. So you could be dealing with a Gemini as well. Let's have a look. One more card for the inner emotions. I feel like this is a question of also like working on yourself and needing to see if you really have everything that you have in a relationship by yourself first before you even are with someone else. And the Hermit is saying that yes, this is someone who is needing to, you yourselves or someone else around you in your environment who you're romantically involved with or attached to. They're looking at themselves and saying like, am I actually spiritually advanced? How can I be in this relationship where I am spiritually connected and also working on myself spiritually? Can I coach myself in being a better person, etc., etc.? How can I teach myself to master certain things, even sex? How can I master that? This is also a question of needing to be on one's own as well. The Hermit talks about someone who is in solitude, someone who is not in a relationship. So maybe there's a need to, again, someone around you is maybe leaving a situation, a partnership, in order to look at themselves, analyse, be a better person, withdraw, be single even, before they even commit to you. And I feel like this person is dreaming about this with you, but right now they are needing to be single, very strong Virgo energy. So I feel like they are getting the hints from universe. Let's have a look at the future. The future results, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So someone who is working on themselves here with the Eight of Pentacles, if I can reach out and get it. This is someone who's working on themselves, and then we have the Star. So someone who's working on healing, working on themselves to be that long-term committed person that you are maybe wanting or they're wanting. Again, I'm reading energy, so this could be you and this person. You're both in the future are going to be working on being the better versions of yourselves in order to have a long-term commitment. And I did start this reading with the Star and the Three of Cups as well, and the High Priestess with, And also freeing yourselves from burdens, freeing yourselves from people, situations, places, things that stop you from being in your highest light, from shining your light, from being the better and best version of yourselves. And I also see that you could be working on your skill sets in order to be well known. For a lot of you, you are destined for fame, and I have been saying that in my readings, and I do see that in my readings for a lot of you. You are destined for it, but right now it's a question of really perfecting your skill sets. It's not quite the right time for that recognition just yet. But I feel in terms of romance, I feel like a lot of you are going to be attracting your soul family, your star family, as they are leaving behind situations, people, places, things. And you are too, working on yourselves, maybe even becoming single for a time in order to, just be in a relationship with yourself first before you are with another person. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck here. So we have the Five of Pentacles. There is a leaving behind of a relationship. So there is a breakup here, I would say. This person has not found their soulmate with this person. They have not found their happiness with this person from their past. Okay, but I feel like they are moving towards that, and I feel like a lot of them are, and you yourselves are, becoming single in order to attract the right person, the right match. This person could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries even. This person could be from another planet, from another world, from another country as well. They could speak another language too, you yourselves. Remember, I'm reading energy, so this could be you or someone else. Very strong Leo here as well, and they're wanting justice as well, wanting to justice. They could also be divorcing somebody here with the Justice card, and the Seven of Oros is someone who is also asserting their boundaries too. And then here we have the King of Swords. So I do see that there is someone who is coming out of a relationship. A divorce is happening in order to be with this person here, which is the Empress. So this could be you yourselves here, having it all and creating, everything that you can create in a relationship, in a situation, in life, in love. This is the desirable female, feminine energy here. Okay. And yes, there has been a lot of upset in the past, but I feel like this is the general energy in terms of romance. There's a lot of information, a lot of messages that have come through today with regard to that. I feel like in terms of finances, I'm going to have to leave it for the moment because I feel like the messages that needed to come out had to come out. But let's have a look at the Never deck, Major Arcana. Let's just see the general messages for the collective. So, yeah, Il Sole. So the general message is the sun. The general message is happiness, healing. You will feel healed. There will be happiness involved. Love is coming. Your soul friends are coming. Your soulmates are coming. Like-minded people are coming in terms of friendships and also romance too. This is a really strong energy here in terms of good times. This also could be love in the sun as well. And we have Il Carro, so very strong Leo and Cancer energy here. A lot of you are going to be getting a new car. A lot of you are moving forwards, traveling as well. Love this card. Very cool. Again, we have number 7. So 7 is going to be significant as a date. I would say the 7th of June is going to be significant as well. So write that down, 7th of June. In terms of travel, world travel, someone traveling towards you, communicating towards you. And we have l'amour, l'amore. So again, we have, lovers here. And we have love is coming for a lot of you. A soulmate is coming. It's on their way. Gemini energy, Cancer energy here, Leo energy specifically, okay? And we have l'Imperatrice, so this is the Divine Feminine. I feel like a lot of you I'm reading for are the Divine Feminine, but this is very strong Taurus energy, for some also Libra as well, possibly even Virgo. Also, Pisces is exalted in Venus too, and Venus is the planet that rules Taurus too, and Libra as well. So I feel like a lot of you are also making yourselves beautiful. A lot of you are beautifying yourselves. Some of you could be getting some work done physically on your aesthetic. But either way, there is a glow up happening, and I feel like you are going to be having choices, and also a very strong decision, a choice needs to be made with regard to one lover and another, one relationship and another. And I feel like love is coming for you. You can create whatever it is that you're wanting and move forwards with radical change. I feel like the summer months are going to be very significant. I feel like Gemini season, Cancer season, Leo season, which is just around the corner, May, June, July as well, and Taurus season are going to be very significant for you. I will do another reading very, very soon with regard to love and romance as well. Unfortunately, I had to pack in as much as I could in this reading. But I do hope these messages have helped you, given you guidance as well. Please do let me know if you would like to donate to the channel. There is a PayPal as well in the description box too. I would really greatly appreciate it. Let's just get one more card from the angels, just a general card from the angels, general in terms of love. Let's have a look. Okay, what does it say here? Abundance. Abundance. It is time for your life to flow with prosperity, love and success. So be in flow right now. Don't commit to anyone right now. Just be in flow. You drew from the limitless universal pool according to your belief in how much you deserve. Angel wisdom is reminding you now to believe in yourself and trust that you deserve more. Then you will attract abundance and the true riches of your life. Exactly. To feel surrounded by love, open your heart to others. Choose to do what fulfills you most, and the angels will bring you joy, satisfaction and success. Enhance your prosperity by receiving graciously, giving out willingly and saying thank you for everything. Enjoy all you have and more will come to you. I deserve love, prosperity and success. Okay? And so that's the affirmation. I deserve love, prosperity and success. So go for it. Go for what you want, and also it may involve a little bit of courage too. All right? And gumption. Thank you so much. I really do hope you've enjoyed the visuals in this reading, this video. The light has been changing in and out, but who cares? That's just life, isn't it? Things change, things evolve, and the light will always set you free as well. Light sheds information and truth on a situation, and sometimes there can involve some sort of shadow as well, something that you may not always want to hear or see or experience. Take care, beautiful souls. That's all I have for you. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.